You never know what treasure might be hiding in your attic, though, or passed down through your family. Our first guest is the owner of a new antique shop who's showing us how she separates the truly valuable from the simply sentimental. Welcome, Jessica Guveronsky, appraiser and owner of JG Antiquary Company. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me. And can I just say, I will pick up the things on the side of the road.
It's a yay for you?
It's a yay all day.
Okay,
Call me an antique raccoon. Yes.
An antique raccoon. Jimothy is here.
Yes.
I wanted a Jimothy reference. Yes. Please tell us about the business and what you do there.
Okay, so I own JG Antiquary Co. We are half antique gallery, half appraisal practice. And so we're on East Madison, and we have all sorts of beautiful old historic treasures, some of which I've brought for you here today, but we also do appraisals.
Oh my gosh, tell me about what an appraiser does.
So people assume that an appraiser, well, you can bring them an item, they look at it and they tell you, oh, it's worth this much. And sometimes that's the case, but the reality is we are detectives and researchers first, and then valuers second. So a lot of work goes into understanding how old something is. Is it authentic? Who made it? Why did they make it? What is it used for now? And so it's a whole process. But an appraiser essentially values an item for either official purposes for the IRS, for charitable donation and that sort of thing, or just to know what grandma left you and what it's worth.
How long does it really depend on what treasure you have in front of you for an appraiser, like with what you're looking for to really know if it's worth something or just simply sentimental? Yeah,
you know, it depends on the item. I learn as I go. And that's what most appraisers do. You know, I started loving estate sales as well, and then it spiraled into this. So that's sort of, in a nutshell, what we do.
What do you love about uncovering the history and everything that goes into this process?
I think antiques hold more soul in these objects than modern day objects. Maybe I'm a bit of a romantic in that way, but I think there's something so special about something so old surviving this long and all the people who handled those objects and treasured those objects. So I just love the history and uncovering where something came from and what it meant to someone.
I do too, and you're gonna tell me so much about what you brought today, so I'm following your lead. Take us where you want to go.
We have a lot to talk about, so we're going to breeze through. The first one I want to show you, this is a Daunian vessel. Guess how old it is?
I don't know. Hundreds of years old.
2,000 years old.
2,000?
2,000 years old. And what's special about this, so the Daunian people were early Italy, Greco, the boot of Italy, southern Italy. They were the only humans ever known to create a vessel of this shape. As you would imagine, vases come in pretty standard shapes all across the world, but nobody ever did the flat funnel that goes down into this bulbous shape with the handles and then the carriers on the side.
This is amazing.
It's 2,000 years old.
Can everything we see here too, can people come to the store and potentially purchase too? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
What's next?
Okay, next. We have a mastodon molar.
What?
Yes. So this came from a Colombian mammoth, and I want you to hold this because
really I don't have gloves. You're fine with it, Jessica?
Yeah, it's survived 2.5 million years. It'll survive you.
Oh,
it's heavy, isn't it?
It is.
And that's half of it. So this broke in half. I'm going to turn this to the camera so you can see the mineralization that happened. So what's cool about molars in mammoths is they had 4 at any given time. But in a mammoth's lifetime, they would regenerate their molars 6 times. So they had 20 molars throughout their entire lifespan. They would fall out. And basically, they would eat plants. And so you can see these ridges on the sides, and that's what they would use to grind the grass. And so you're holding a 2.58 million year old dinosaur tooth.
It doesn't even compute.
That wild?
Oh my gosh, this is wild. And it is so heavy.
It's so
you
heavy.
were not kidding on
this
that.
was in a large animal's mouth? Like what?
Oh.
So, there's that.
Where again did you get that or find that?
So I purchased, this was found in Utah. And I purchased that at auction, which you can do, but just don't outbid me, people. Because
I know.
I want them all.
Okay, what's next, Jessica?
Okay, next, I want to show you these rings. Take that out for me and tell me what you think that is in the center.
I mean, I'm so bad. I don't know.
Worries. No,
I don't even know.
This just makes good TV.
I'm just trying it on.
Okay, that's hair.
Hair?
Yes. She's grossed out.
Oh my God, I
Okay.
would have never thought that.
So
I was
these
thinking like
are-
a stone, but I couldn't think of what that could be.
Yeah, these are Victorian mourning rings. So what would happen in the Edwardian and Victorian era is when a loved one would pass away, because hair doesn't readily decay, they would weave it into their jewelry. This is from the early 1800s.
What?
So this is from James and Thomas Pugh.
We would have been here all day if you kept being like, come on, what? Hair was not on the bingo card
now
today.
that you know, you can
I
kind of
can
see it.
see
can't you?
it, definitely.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
It's stunning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Okay, I guess maybe we need to bring that back if someone's passed.
Yeah.
I'm all in on
You gotta
that.
ask your significant other, if you really love me, you'll wear my hair forever.
There we go, for my birthday. I like it. Okay, what is next? This is incredible.
Next, we have a Chinese roof tile.
I was hoping we were going here.
Yes, so this is from the Qing dynasty, which is approximately 1630 to 1912. And so this used to be on top of a roof. So they would make these ceramic terracotta tiles, and they'd be on the corners of the roofs. And they were meant to ward off evil spirits and to protect the house from fire. But what I love about Chinese roof tiles is they're so whimsical. This one's a little bit more basic in that, you know, it's a man on an ox, and that, you know, that's cool. But
I think that's so cool.
A lot of them are on like phoenixes or dragons or birds or fish. And
Okay,
they're
we
just
have
so
like
cool.
less than 2 minutes, so
Okay,
I
we're
want to
getting
get to our
there.
last ones.
Okay, the second to last is this phone book from 1951. This is Seattle history. Before Google, before ChatGPT, before your phone, we have individuals' addresses and phone numbers. But my favorite part is if we flip to the back, we'll see all these advertisements from local businesses in post-war Seattle.
Wow.
So here we can see Rainier Brewery. Look at that.
And then
Yes.
what is this spectacular?
Okay. All right, so this is a 1796 engraving from the Shakespeare Gallery in London. So basically, in a nutshell, they commissioned the best painters and engravers of the time to portray Shakespeare's most iconic plays. So this is Henry IV, and what's interesting about these is the etchings were made off of paintings that no longer exist. So some of these etchings are the only evidence that we have that the paintings ever did exist. And so this one is in incredible condition for being as old as it
Spectacular.
is.
Before we leave the event
Yes.
that's coming up, please tell me more, Jessica.
Yes, so JG Antiquary, we're on East Madison. We have plenty of incredible businesses on our street. And then on August 15th, we have our courtyard market. So we'll be hosting all sorts of vendors, antiques, vintage, jewelry, candles. So would love to see you there. It's August 15th from 10 to 2.
Amazing. This was so cool. Thank you so much. I still can't get over the hair ring. That's life-changing.